So we know the city is going to start rolling out these organic waste bins, these big green bins. It's going to change the way people throw out their trash. So it has to do with composting. They want to be able to obviously turn a lot of our food waste and yard waste into compost so it doesn't destroy our ozone and emit methane. We have experts with us this morning. You guys are the pros at composting, the Zero Waste family. Thank you for being with us. And I've been to your home and saw the system that you've had. You've done this for a long, long time, so it's easy for you, right?
Well, composting is super easy. I think people have this conception that composting is hard, it smells, brings animals, and that's not actually true, because we have to think about this. Food that goes to a landfill becomes methane gas, like you said. Food that goes into a landfill, to a compost bin, becomes pure nutrients.
See, and you can get the free compost, by the way. The city will allow people to go pick some up, bring it back. So I like this full circle concept. Right. So tell us, I know you brought a few things to show different ways of composting. I always love your worms, James, so thank you for bringing these. What do you have for us? This is one way that people can compost.
Well, if you want to compost at home, I think one of the ways that produces really richness for your soil is to use a worm bin, and they're super easy to set up. If you want to learn how to set one up at home, we've got information on our website.
And this inside is what, food that you dumped, and over time, what happens?
So the worms are in here, and so we just mix food in here, and we've got our little worms that will
Where's
eat
our
through
buddies?
there.
Oh, there they are.
They're a little bit. They're hiding today. Yeah.
They like to bury themselves.
They're like I always love to try to find them, because we have you inspired us at our home to compost, and we've been loving the big worms. Happy, oh look, all of these guys, they're hanging in this corner. Look at how many that is. This is so cool. And this was all food at some point, right?
That's
so tell us what you've put in here. What are people supposed to be composting?
Right. Well, if you're doing your own worm bin at home, you really just want to put fruit and vegetable scraps in. Worms are a little picky because they can't have spicy food, and they can't have citrus, and they can't have garlic. And that's one of the nice reasons is that curbside composting at home, now that San Diego's rolling this out, you can put all of your food in the compost bin.
Yeah,
It'll be picked up right from your house.
I mean, literally said anything, eggshells, all the other things that you may not put into the at-home one, like citrus, the peels, orange peels. They want it all. They're going to give you a kitchen pail, but you've had one of these. Yeah. So if people have anything that seals, this is something you could just put your food waste into. Perfect.
So we keep it next to in the kitchen, so it's easy to just put it in. And we empty out every day. But if you don't empty it out and you're worried about gnats or smell, you can always put it in the freezer or fridge.
Yeah, see, that's a good idea. Then the bugs can't sniff around and try to find it. But the airtight does enough. We have a airtight bean kind of container that people usually use that has been just fine. So I don't smell a thing. No. What's this bin that you got here?
So this is a bokashi, and because James is the king of compost, I like to call him. So we use a 2 different system in our garden, and James probably can tell us a little bit more about how this works.
Shall we open this one too?
You can.
Let's
check it in there right now.
It's empty. Okay, but it shows.
But what I like about the bokashi, if somebody's starting out composting at home for their garden, I always say to start with bokashi composting, because you can throw any food scraps in there. Even meat, bones, a fish, anything, and you just put a layer of bran and a layer of food, and really within about 6 weeks you have fully ready compost for your garden. So it's super, super fast if you're doing it at home.
Yeah. While we have you guys here, this is video from previous when we went to your house and showed your elaborate garden and the compost. It was beautiful. But you know, now the city of San Diego, about 300,000 people are going to start doing what you've been doing for a long time. Tell us the benefits, why it's so important that we do this.
Well, first of all, it's actually going to save tax money, and also going to prevent that, because our landfill in Miramar is actually filling up. So we can't just keep on sending things there. But the thing is that if you want to reduce waste, this is an easy way, because 1/4 of all the waste an average family produce is actually food waste. So if you remove that, that is like reducing waste, a very easy way.
Getting rid of your food waste, putting it into compost, a huge deal.
Right.
Where do people get more information if they have questions? We're out of time, I apologize. What's your website?
Our website is zerowastefamily.com. We've got lots of information on composting there.
Very helpful resource right here. Thank you guys so much for being great to see you this morning.